This is foster care orientation.
So joining us to tell us more, we have Kelsey and Brittany. Thanks for being here, ladies.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, let's first talk about the services that are being provided here.
Yeah, well, right now we work for Bethany in Grand Rapids. In Kent County alone, there's 819 kids in foster care. Bethany is caring for 188 of those. So obviously there's a lot of need for foster care right now.
And we were just chatting a little bit. What is the highest need right now?
Yeah, right now we have a high need for families who are willing to take teenagers, kids who have medical needs, wheelchairs, and especially sibling groups as well. Those are the biggest needs.
And there are certain things that families that are maybe interested in doing this, some of the processes they have to go through in order to be, I guess, qualified?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about our orientation coming up. That's the first step. After that, you'll have to go through more training, and then you'll get assigned a licenser. So that's what we do. We're licensing workers. We work one-on-one with the families who are interested in becoming foster parents. We'll go through your home, make sure it's a safe and appropriate environment. We'll do background checks, meet your family. If you have roommates, we'll interview them as well. Medical statements, a lot of paperwork, but the good news is you have the licensing worker who's going to walk you through the entire process.
And it's so worth it, life-changing for those kids and for the people that are going to be those foster parents too. So talk about, you know, people are watching this and they're saying, okay, I've kind of always wanted to do something like that. Is there, you know, a perfect fit when it comes to being a foster parent, or?
So we don't really have a perfect fit. We have certain characteristics like that we have to look for, but in the end, like, we are open to single people, married couples. You can rent or own your home. And like, we're really open. We want people to be able to be part of this experience and really get a chance to meet some of these really awesome kiddos that really need the help right now. You can be single, you can be married, you can be divorced. We also have some foster parents that have never parented before, so there's no parenting experience necessary to be a foster parent. As an agency, we try really hard to make people feel as prepared as possible to be a foster parent, giving them lots of training opportunities and ways that they can feel as prepared for success as possible in the process.
What are some of the things maybe that potential foster parents need to know going into this?
Yeah, some things to know. I mean, all of the kids that we get that come into care, like, they all have very different needs. So just being open to the experience, really, and just being understanding that all of these kids are coming from a different place and they're all going to have different needs, different behaviors, and no kid is going to be exactly the same, just like their experience where they're coming from isn't exactly the same.
Okay, so let's real quick go over the details of this orientation. Do people need to bring anything? Can they just show up, all that kind of stuff?
Sure, yeah, you can just show up. It's going to be at the Grand Rapids campus for Bethany Christian Services, and that's 901 Eastern Avenue. And that orientation is really going to cover the opening of the process. So it's a 2-hour session from 10 a.m. to noon, and that covers the opening of the foster care process and really getting you introduced to foster care and an overview of what that's going to look like in the process that you're going to be going through in terms of what licensing is looking for, and just kind of getting you just a brief introduction to what it looks like.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being
thanks
here.
for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is 8:46.